What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Helpful Dreams. This is part 3 of a 12-part series we are doing on mental barriers. In this series, we're covering the most common mental barriers that can keep us from pursuing our dreams and living a fulfilling life. The solutions we are presenting in these audios come from cross-analyzing the teachings from all the best minds in business and personal development. We have found the common threads that tie it all together to give you the top ways to overcome each barrier. In our previous recording, we covered fear of failure and also low self-esteem. Today, we're tackling the common obstacle that's been holding many of us back, and that obstacle is procrastination. So what exactly is procrastination? Why does it matter? At its core, procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing tasks, often out of fear, discomfort, or a lack of motivation. It's a voice in our heads that whisper, "I'll do it later," or "I'm not ready yet." And while procrastination may provide temporary relief from stress or anxiety, it ultimately leads to increased pressure, decreased productivity, and a sense of dissatisfaction with our accomplishments. The consequences of succumbing to procrastination are profound. It can prevent us from reaching our full potential, achieving our goals, and living a fulfilling life. It can lead to missed opportunities, unmet deadlines, and a sense of regret for what could have been. But here's the good news. Procrastination is not a permanent condition. It's a habit, a pattern of behavior, and it is a pattern that we have the power to change. So how do we work around this mental block and reclaim our productivity? Step 1 is to break tasks into smaller steps. One of the most effective strategies for overcoming procrastination is to break tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. This makes the task feel less overwhelming and more achievable, making it easier to get started. When I was first starting out my first 7-figure a year business, I would look at the end goal and just think that it was just an insurmountable goal, that it was hard to visualize like how I would get there because it was such a astronomical level compared to where I was at when I started. And so helping me identify the actions I needed to take was to look at that big goal and work backwards through the steps that it would take to get there. And I had to break down how much I would need to be making per day, how much I would need to be making per week, and how much I would be needing to make per month. And that's what then solidified into what actions needed to be done in order to hit those revenue goals. And it's the same thing as like when you set out to write a book. If you look at writing the whole entire book at once, it's hard to understand where to start and how to flow through and go through the motions in order to create that book. But when you break it down to daily tasks that are small tasks of just sitting down and writing 1 page per day and 1 chapter per month, it's what allows you to organize your thoughts, and it inspires action because you have a clear path to where you're going. And so it's important to keep in mind breaking things into smaller tasks, and this is a great way to combat procrastination, and it's something I use in my daily life as well. The next step is to set clear goals and deadlines. You must set clear, specific goals for what you want to accomplish and establish deadlines for completing each task. This creates a sense of urgency and accountability, and it motivates you to take action and avoid procrastination. Step 3 is to eliminate distractions. You must identify and eliminate distractions that contribute to procrastination. If you truly have a purpose, you don't want to waste time watching TV shows or just letting time fly by. Like, we only have a certain amount of time on this earth, and time is our most valuable asset. And it's important to really narrow down your focus. Take time to really think about how you're spending your time, because a lot of people will say that they don't have enough time to do this or that. But if you really look at it, you have to add up all the amounts of time that it takes you to do different things and how those can be replaced with more productive actions. And it can be as simple as maybe not going to the grocery store and shopping around the store, maybe doing a grocery pickup instead. And that can save you 1 to 2 hours out of a day that you could be spending being productive. And it's important to start identifying these distractions in our life and things that pull us away from our overall goal. When you have a purpose, stick behind it and eliminate those distractions. Step 4 is to utilize time management techniques. Using time management techniques such as the Pomodoro technique and time blocking can help you structure your time effectively and prioritize tasks. This helps prevent procrastination by breaking work into focused intervals with scheduled breaks. Time blocking will allow you to give yourself the proper amount of time to complete tasks, and it's important when you're blocking out time as well to block in time for rest. And it's important to know that even rest is productive in a way, because it can charge you up to kill it the next day. When you're in the grind, it can influence that flow state. And that brings us into our 5th step, which is practicing self-compassion. You have to be kind to yourself when faced with procrastination. You have to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend. Remember that procrastination is a common struggle and that it's okay to slip up from time to time. Step 6 is to work in ways to reward yourself. Create incentives for completing tasks and reaching milestones. You must reward yourself with something enjoyable, such as a break, a treat, or a fun activity. This reinforces positive behavior and motivates you to continue working. Step 7 is to just start. Sometimes we get too caught up with our perfectionism that we become so intimidated to just simply start the task at hand. Get it in your mind to just do it, just start the momentum. It doesn't matter if it's sloppy. It doesn't matter if you haven't fully prepared for it or planned out every single aspect of it. Sometimes the hardest part of overcoming procrastination is simply getting started. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment or feeling motivated, take action now. Completing that step will build momentum from there, and it'll feed confidence into the next step. And before you know it, you'll be light years ahead of where you are now. Procrastination may be a formidable mental block, but it's not insurmountable. With determination, discipline, and willingness to implement strategies to overcome procrastination, we can reclaim our productivity and achieve our goals. So the next time you find yourself tempted to procrastinate, remember, the time to act is now. Take that first step and watch as your productivity and success soar. Thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. This stuff helps me out a lot. It helps me stay in the zone. I do these videos partially for myself so I can keep my mindset going in the right direction. I'm constantly analyzing and processing books and literature about self-improvement and just the art of really getting things done, stepping out on a limb, believing in your dreams, completing goals, and knowing when to adjust. And this is my passion. I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel thus far. It's been such a fun ride, and I hope you guys join us for the next one. I'll see you next time.